still getting views, which is great.
Thank you.
Get in the car. Doing our podcast is expensive.
Yeah.
We can't afford real cameras.
No.
We're using iPhones. And you son of a bitch. Thank you for watching.
Clocked Out Chronicles.
But if you want to go ahead and kind of introduce yourself to everybody.
All right. So my name on social media, all platforms, Gerk the TURK. Real name is Gerk, and no one can say that, so I just don't bother. I even have a hard time saying it, man. So I feel like if it's hard for me, then everyone else might really be struggling. So yeah, just been doing started on TikTok with social media. It's been probably 2 years now, and make a lot of poop and fart jokes. I guess that's what got me going. And now I'm just trying to do, I don't know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and not offend too many people. And it's been going decently so far. And here we are.
Yeah, man, that's how I found you, was the poop and the fart jokes during COVID. And so, but I have noticed here recently you are switching it up a little bit. Are you just trying to get into a new territory? Are you trying to grow your audience, or are you kind of tired of the poop and fart jokes?
I will never get tired of poop and fart jokes, man.
Never.
Okay? It's like I'm just too immature to not find that hilarious. But like I've been working out for like a very long time. So since I was 14 years old, I've been working out regularly at like a gym. And I kind of wanted to do more like fitness content and stuff. But the problem is that I still look like shit, in my opinion, compared to these other guys like that with the shredded abs and stuff like that. So I feel like the competition is a little bit more fierce with that, and it's a little bit harder to tap into unless you look like freaking Alex Eubank, you know, or Jeff Sack or whatever the hell. So for the time being, I got to work with what I got, man. And just like I don't know, keep on shitting on camera.
Last week I had Shell on, the girl I was telling you about, the bodybuilder, and we talked about that. And she was talking about how one real big thing with like the TikTok and Instagram community is these jacked people that look good, but they're on steroids.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I'm thinking
It's unfair.
It's unfair because it gives a lot of people like you and people that want to be in that, like,
that mindset of
they want
working
to
out.
do the fitness, but it gives you body dysmorphia because you see these people that look so good, but it's not natural. It'd be like wanting Kim Kardashian's butt natural. You can't get it.
You can't get that, yeah.
Yeah, there are some freaks in that nature that do have that Kim Kardashian butt, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's genetics mainly.
Yes.
That's the draw. Either that or some kind of alternatives.
Yeah, it is not a common thing for sure. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know how they do it, dude. Like, I'm not willing to risk my health just to like get some muscle or like be like shredded or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like if I ever see my nuts shrink, that I will have like some kind of a panic attack. So I want a normal size, man. Like, yeah. So amongst other things, man, you got the whole acne and shit like that. I don't know, man. I've heard of some people, some horror stories, dude, like where you're just like angry and shit, but like, you know, you got like all this testosterone, but like your dick doesn't work. And I'm just like, dude, fuck that, man. I need my shit to work.
You need it to work.
You never know what's gonna happen, what kind of opportunity is gonna present itself. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. Plus, I don't know what the long-term effects of that, like, okay, so if I want to have like kids and stuff later, right? Like, obviously you're not producing like testosterone. I don't know if it affects your sperm and something, but like I don't want to like have kids one day and they come out looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So that's my whole issue with that. So maybe when I'm like, after I have a bunch of kids, minimum of 10, and then I can like maybe think about doing a cycle or something. But till then, we got to stay natural.
Well, I think if you come at it and let everybody know you're natural, there's going to be a lot more respect for it. And I think you could hop into it because you're not a small guy. You can tell how much you work out, especially from whenever you're typing on the keyboard.
That was a funny video.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, that one blew up. That was crazy. Did not expect that to happen, but shit, it was great. Freaking, as far as like just the size goes, man, I'm like, on the bigger side, but definitely compared to these other guys, like I'm nothing. Like it's there's no comparison, right? Because when you got some guy that's like 5'11", that I'm watching right now, and he's like 30 pounds heavier than me and ripped, it's like shit, man. Like what? It's like I just can't keep up with that,
Right, you're just like, what am I doing wrong? Right.
Yes, dude. That's the thing, and like sometimes, like a lot of people are kind of coming out about like not being natural or whatever.
Right.
But when you have guys like that don't even, mention that they're like not natural, especially to the younger audience, they get like a lot of body dysmorphia or like low self-esteem and stuff like that. And that's like a thing, man. It's like, at the same time, I feel like you should be educated like shit, man. Like obviously this guy's on the sauce, so you shouldn't feel that bad,
Right.
Like I don't really feel that bad, like, or bad at all, to be honest. But I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
When you're kind of in that industry for like a long enough time, you know what is real, you know what's not real. When you have
Yeah.
like acne all over the damn place, that's like a pretty good indicator, for example.
Yeah, I mean that's part of working out. Like it's gonna show your body like you're changing.
Yeah. So, I mean, to each their own, but for now, we're gonna stay non-GMO.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Non-GMO.
Well, I think that's awesome that you're trying to stay with the natural because, of course, there are some people that do hit their peaks and that's whenever they hop on it. But I think it's cool that even though you're not happy with where you are, you're still staying
You're
at
still
it.
grinding. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking I'm probably like maybe 80-85%, like close to my natural uh capacity, if you
Uh,
will. But uh I didn't realize until recently how much work goes into this thing, like how hardcore you got to go. Like I'm in the gym like literally like 2 to 3 hours every single day, and you got to train like heavy, you got to train till failure long. uh like, okay, let me put it like this. This is where I know I'm fucking up. Like if you have the energy to have sex after a workout, then you're doing it wrong. You gotta like, I think you literally gotta work out so hard and long that you literally can't even have sex, So whatever that is, because like the guys that I listen to, they're like, dude, like every ounce of their energy is put into the gym. So I don't know, man. Either that or I'm just like one horny motherfucker. Something wrong with me, man.
so
Oh gosh.
with you putting in that much work, because of course you say you're putting in work in the gym, how are you keeping up with staying so active on TikTok and all of your social media platforms? Because I see that you are super active. You're constantly going live. You're making new content. How are you kind of spacing out your time to be able to do that?
Dude, honestly, I don't even think it's that like difficult. The types of people that say that they don't have time to like work out or whatever, I think that they are full of shit, and they are just lazy, and they don't have their priorities in order, man. Because if the freaking president of the United States has time to work out, then like everyone should, like we're working like 8 hours a day. Okay, you got that. That's 8 hours. And then like, I don't know, maybe commuting. First of all, I feel like a lot of people are working remotely now. So that's a whole nother thing. And then they still say like they don't have time to work out. It's just all about priorities, man. Like that's it. So if you'd rather like watch your Netflix show and not work out or something after coming home, then that's on you, man. Like, or the discipline of like just having like a good diet. People are just freaking addicted, man. They're all addicts. That's the thing. Like they want to have that like short-term satisfaction. They want to eat their chips and then they want to watch their whatever the hell show they're watching on Netflix and not work out. Like it's just a bunch of bullshit, dude. So everyone's got time to do whatever they want because there's still everyone's got the same like 24 hours, right? So that's how I look at it, man. I don't think it's like that big of a deal or that hard at all. Even if you're sleeping 8 hours a day, like I just don't see how you don't have time to do stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
8 hours is like, a lot. I think, I think if you're sleeping a solid 7 hours, that should be enough. But it's just again, man, all about priorities. So
You want it, you got to get it.
yeah, it's not that difficult, man.
You
Like, uh, I wake up sometimes at like 4 in the morning to work out, for example, and then just fucking drink coffee, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't really, I'm not able to relate with those people
Yeah.
at all.
I've tried
And I
that
think
once. I didn't know how I feel about it. Because
oh,
yes,
waking
you
up at
did.
like 4?
Yeah, and work out. I did that, and then like I did feel refreshed later on. Like I felt like my body was moving, but I don't know about the whole waking up part. That was difficult. But I
There's
mean, I
just
I
something,
did enjoy the whole working out early.
yeah. Well, there's something magical and satisfying about like waking up before everyone else,
Hmm.
and there's only like a handful of people that do that. I feel
Yeah,
like that live that kind of a strict lifestyle. Shit, man, those are the guys, those are the people that's gonna get ahead, man. It's a competitive world. So I don't know. If you live a lifestyle where you just kind of care about like short-term shit, like okay, I want to sleep in, like okay, I want to eat like uh junk food or whatever the hell, whatever the case may be, sooner or later, man, we're all gonna be old. We're all gonna be like 60, and then we're gonna look back like and just live regretfully. Like, oh man, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, whatever the case may be, man. So while we're like young and we have the energy, it's like shit, just do your thing, man. So I don't know. Honestly, fuck them, man. Fuck the people that want to just live that kind of life, dude. Like that don't want to do shit because you can always like Netflix isn't going away. Those chips aren't going away. You might as well just grind it out while you got the energy. You know,
right.
time is the one thing that you can't buy. You know, and the people that like are aware of that are the ones that usually succeed. There's like so many fucking people, dude, that just live like paycheck to paycheck. It's crazy. Even people that make like good money, like I don't know, 80K a year or whatever, they're still living paycheck to paycheck, and which is kind of sad, I think, like, but that's just me, man. I don't know. I'm fucked up. Like I have a fucked up mentality.
So with your social media presence, of course, you're really close to hitting 500,000 followers on TikTok. What's your overall goal with that, with being that big of an influence? Like, are you wanting to do kind of your own brand type of deal? Like, what's your goal with it all, or do you have one?
Uh, Dude, so I'm a huge believer in like making a living off of what you're passionate about. So, like my number one passion is like fitness, and my other passion is like just entertaining people in like maybe motivating people, things of that nature. So if I can, create honestly, like I think if I can get into just the fitness niche, man, I'm fucking up too because I'm not disciplined enough to like be on the strictest diet to get like shredded and stuff like that. I can still work out more. Like I can work out more than I am right now, which is like kind of crazy because I'm already working out like 2 to 3 hours every single day. Like
Yeah.
uh but the goal is, I mean, the dream, I should say, is to be able to have my own business, I guess. Just be an entrepreneur in this space, like like just a regular fitness influencer. I mean, there's a bunch out there right now. Make content, have my own brand, have my own merch, things of that nature. Maybe open up a gym. I mean, that's it. Because the idea of like working for someone is a huge fucking turnoff for me. I've been like fired from every single job that I've had, or quit. I've quit like a couple times, but I've gotten fired too. So I'm a shitty employee. Let's just say that I'm not like good. Like I mean, they say like a company is only as strong as its weakest link. I'll fuck that company up. Like if I stay there for too long.
Yeah. And so that's my goal because right now, of course, I do work and I'm working 11 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and 5 hours on Saturday. And so,
It's
yeah, I work a shitload. And so, but whenever I'm not at work, I mean, you can ask Danny, we're either shooting the podcast or if we're not shooting the podcast every day, I'm working on either our social media platforms. I'm working on editing the podcast. I'm reaching out to creators to get people on. I've just got our first deal with merch. I'm working on an LLC. And so, because I would love to make this a brand that I can have this instead of working, be my own
dude.
boss.
I'm gonna give you some advice that I think is real right now.
All right.
So we all know sex sells, right?
Yes.
If I were you, I would get the most attractive people possible on your podcast. Like, I mean, it doesn't just have to be girls. It can be like dudes too. Like, no homo, man. Like, but like it can be just like just really good looking people. Like prefer. I'll be honest, man. It does a lot better when you have a girl. Okay, so if you have a girl, uh, beautiful girl, big titties, all that shit. If she gets on your podcast, man, and then you got that as your thumbnail,
Yeah.
that shit's gonna like probably do a lot better because like you're gonna get a bunch of thirsty dudes on there clicking on like a girl with like a pretty girl with big titties. And it's like, oh, I wonder what she got to say. How do I land a girl like this? That's just the reality of the world, man.
So what you're
Sex.
saying is get rid of Danny and replace him with a big titty girl.
Dude, actually, that would be quite brilliant.
Thanks.
I mean, or you can get like a girl on the podcast.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have big titties. I mean, they're kind of big, but they're hairy, which I feel like we don't want to. I don't know, like it won't get as much traction as someone that looks like Pamela Anderson or whatever.
See, and so I agree with that. I'm not sure if you've seen, but like on TikTok, I've been reaching out to the what do they call them? The hot tattooed women of TikTok. And so I've been reaching out to a bunch of them. And so I've been getting a little bit of response. And so what I do, which seems to be getting me some like publicity, I guess you'd call, I'm getting more engagement on my account, is whenever they reply to me, I make a TikTok about it. And I'm going overboard. I'm act like I'm on top of the world, excited about it, just to bring in that attention for the hot tattooed women.
Shit, man. I
That
mean,
seems
it's a
to be
start.
working.
It's a start, dude. Like, it's kind of crazy because, like, what you can do, dude, there's like so many fucking ways to make money when it comes to this, like, the sexy niche, man, like the whole
Uh-huh.
sex thing. Like you can recruit a chick and apparently like make him sign a contract and then like promote their OnlyFans, and then they start to get big, and then you get a commission off of like their OnlyFans revenue type of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck, dude, this sounds like a virtual pimp type of shit. Like, damn, there's like a bunch of, I don't know, man. Like, and this is like apparently a normal thing because I've seen it happen with other fitness influencers, man. Like, I'm not gonna name any people, like, I don't want to put them on blast or whatever, but like, god damn.
Well, I've seen a lot of dudes that are getting paid to respond to these girls' OnlyFans messages. Like they're the ones responding to them. The girls aren't doing anything but taking pictures. They're paying dudes to respond. Yeah. It's a whole market. Like these dudes are getting paid to just sit there and respond for them on their OnlyFans.
So they're paying the dudes to pay the girls type of
No,
thing?
no. So the girls, so let's say I'm the girl, I have an OnlyFans. I'm gonna pay Danny to reply to my messages. That way I don't have to. All I'm doing is taking pictures. Danny is the one responding.
Oh shit. Okay, so
No.
it's like a virtual assistant.
Yes. But they pretend to be the girl.
Oh, fuck that job, dude.
Hey, money's money.
Reply to
20s
a
or
bunch
20.
of freaking thirsty ass dudes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Dude, I
As
mean,
he always likes to say, a 20 is a 20.
Money's money.
I guess. To a certain extent, man. Can't be doing too much. Like, I mean, do you guys know who Aiden Ross is?
Yes.
Dude, I was listening to one of his he was in the Nelk Boys podcast, and he said, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Out of nowhere. He's like, would you guys suck a dick for $50,000? Like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, you're talking about sucking dick? Like, no. First of all, that's gay. Second of all, you're a whore if you do that. So now you're a gay whore doing that shit. Like, nah, dude. Thank you very much.
It's called prostitution right there. If you're gonna get paid $50,000.
I mean, you know, money's money and everything, but like, bro, we also have our dignity.
Man, I saw a video of him today talking to Adam 22 and his wife. Have you seen all that going on? Adam 22, he does the No Jumper podcast.
I do not recall.
So he does the No Jumper podcast, and his wife is a porn star, and they make porn together. And he let her bang another dude.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
Dude, fuck that.
Yeah.
And then like what the other dudes say, like that's progress.
Yeah.
Fucking freak. Fuck that, dude.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Any amount of money, man. Sometimes like some things are worth more than money, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
people are willing to do like whatever for some money. It's like, holy shit, dude. Like they have no spine, bro. That was the weirdest. That was one of the weirder things. Like, there's a bunch of weird shit happening now, man. I just made a video about the fucking Island Boys making out. The hell, bro? Like two like brothers, dude. Oh my god! if I had a freaking gun, I would have shot myself, bro. After seeing that shit, like, just too weird, dude.
With them, they're falling off. Nobody knows who they are anymore, and so they're trying to get back into the news media. But I couldn't do that.
No.
It's weird.
Dude, you want to know what's funny? When I was like back in the day when I was first really like getting viral, I was on live and these dudes invited the Island Boys invited me to their live. So I talked with the Island Boys for like a few minutes or something. I don't know. I didn't know who they were. I was like, who the hell are these guys? They look weird as hell. And we were just talking, and he was like, you don't know who we are? We're the Island Boys. I'm like, which island are you from? Like, I didn't know who the hell they were. I think I saved the video on my device. I should probably post that shit, man. But like, it was, I don't know, man. They like, they seemed like the type of people who would do whatever it takes to get attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that shit was like too far, bro. Did you guys
Yeah.
see that shit? Did you guys
Yeah.
see that, like the video of them? Oh my fucking goodness, bro.
I opened up Twitter and saw it.
I saw it on I think it was Instagram. Yeah, I had like a panic attack when I saw that shit, dude. I was like, oh god, please no.
It's relevant again. You might as well post that video, get them clicks while everybody's talking about it.
It is what it is. I feel like eventually aliens are gonna land on Earth or some shit, and we're just not even gonna be phased, man, because we're so desensitized by the weirdness of the world right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff going on right now. I thought the weirdness was over after COVID, but
Nope.
It's just getting weirder and
worse.
weirder, man. Getting weirder and weirder. Like seriously. Like I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like I'm not the most religious guy like on the planet at all, dude. Like by any means. But like, you know, the in the last like 3 years, things have just been so weird for me that me of all people freaking like I think it was like a month ago or something. I like straight up repented, bro. I was like, shit, man. I'm getting people on my lives. They're like talking about you need to repent and stuff like that. And I was like, at first I kind of dismissed it, and I was like, oh shit, man. I just fucking repent. I'm like, Lord Jesus, like, please forgive me. I think it's just basically saying sorry, right? And I was like, okay, man, I fucking repented. Like, hopefully this makes a difference because shit, things are just like too strange, bro. Like straight up. Stranger Things season 6 coming up, man. Like right now.
yeah, man, everything going on is just, I don't get it. I really don't. But I think it's this whole social media world. A lot of it, these people are doing such weird
Such
things
really
just to
weird.
get attention. I think
I
that's what a lot of it is.
I hope that's all it is, man. I hope it is just like a matter of getting attention, and like not something stranger, if you will. But whatever people want to call it, it's still making a lot of people triggered and uncomfortable, man, including me, man. Like I don't know, I feel like, dude, I've unfollowed like a bunch of pages on Instagram, and I feel like because of the whole algorithm thing, I'm still getting exposed to a bunch of shit, and I'm like, dude, there's no fucking escape, man, because it's like still on uh like even the movie that came out, The Sound of Freedom, that
Yeah.
shit fucked me up, man. Like
Well,
I was like, dude, is this real, bro? Like this can't be real, man.
with that movie,
Oh,
there are theaters that are shutting the ACs off, they're turning the speakers off, they're turning the lights back on during the movie to make people leave.
Fuck.
yeah, I've
Bro?
seen a
Yeah,
bunch of those videos. You can't tell me that shit's not fucking weird, bro.
it
Like,
is.
So what's this movie about? I've seen
The
TikToks about it, but I don't know what.
the child trafficking and all
Oh
that.
shit!
Yeah, and people don't want you to see that, and so they're turning the
There's-
lights
bro,
back
you
on,
want
they're
to
turning the
know? You
speakers
want to
off.
know what else is like fucked up and disturbing about it? There is so many people, including like friends and family of mine, that just dismiss it, calling it like conspiracy theory shit, bro. And they're just even though like uh they may believe in it, they're trying to look the other way because like ignorance is bliss, right? And I'm like, dude, how can you just fucking ignore this? You're like part of the problem then, bitch. Like it's just too weak. It's just like I don't know, man. You kind of like are at a loss of words. Like I didn't even know what the fuck to think after a certain point, man. So I don't know, dude. I just hope that we come up with a solution because like people like you and me, right? Like we can only do so much. Like right now, what am I gonna do? Like fucking like grab a gun and like just try and like chase these motherfuckers? Like I can't do that shit. So like the first step I think should be to at least spread awareness But then you have these bitches out here that are like ignoring this shit, like no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like even I'm kind of like fuck it type of thing, man. Like type of mentality, like there's only so much I can do. Dude, one example that like I uh kind of can give, like there's a bunch of people who believe in like Jesus, right?
Yeah.
It's like if Jesus can't like help these motherfuckers out, then what the hell am I supposed to do,
Yeah.
Like, dude.
it it's strange, man, and like the whole theater thing, it doesn't feel real. Like I've never heard of anybody doing that kind of
You're right.
thing.
Yeah, like it's not just coincidence, bro.
No, it's multiple theaters, and the same thing's happening. The dimmer is
Dimmer.
broken. The AC is broken just in that theater during that showing. There's no way it could be a coincidence.
Yes.
Very
They
strange.
just don't want you seeing that.
So we gotta be
Exactly.
aware of it though. Like that's
Yeah,
fucked
they
up.
want everyone to fucking stay asleep and be just little sheep bitches.
That's horrible. I'll wait until you finish.
Just this is the narrative. This is how it is, man. Like you gotta just believe this. That's it. That's the end of the story. That's it, man.
It's strange, dude. I mean, like I said, I just don't get it. Because it's right in front of us, and a lot of people won't acknowledge it.
Yeah, no, they'll just dismiss it, man. It's
Like
because
Amber Alerts. Amber Alerts. If you think about it, we always look at them.
Oh, I turn my Amber Alerts
Exactly.
off.
dude, I heard some other shit about that. I don't know exactly how that whole Amber Alert situation works. Um, but I don't think that shit is legit either. The whole Amber Alert thing. I don't. There's something to that. There's a dark side to Amber Alerts, uh, but I can't explain exactly what it is at this moment. But there's something sketchy about that shit too. We only hear about Amber Alerts how often?
Not that
Not
often.
awesome.
Not that fucking often. Okay, and how many fucking childs go missing like in America? A fuck ton. And we do not hear about that shit that often. So I feel like Amber Alert is kind of like a bullshit thing as well.
Yeah.
You can only, dude. There's a quote that I live by, man. Uh, you can't fix stupid. Like it's just you can't, man. Like no matter how much evidence, right, there is out there, sometimes it's just people you just because if you can get a kid like an Al Qaeda kid, right,
Mhm.
to fucking walk on the street and blow himself up and think they're gonna go to heaven for that shit, then you can convince like people to do it all kinds of shit. That's what I think. Like kids are very impressionable. That's a whole nother fucking can of worms that like I feel like we should maybe not open up. Like, but like I don't know, man. Some people are, for lack of a better words, fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's this whole. It seems like this whole generation right now
It's
is,
fucked.
and so I don't know. There's gonna have to be some big changes within the next few years to kind of correct what's been going on.
Yeah, good fucking luck with that, man. I mean, we're so deep down the rabbit hole that it's like, how are we gonna dig ourselves out of that shit, man?
Yeah,
Like, if you dig deep enough, dude, like with a shovel, you're like freaking even 10 feet down, it's gonna be very difficult to get out of that shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I feel like that's what's happening, man. Uh I'm glad we can actually talk about this shit, man, because like I feel like you know, this isn't something that a lot well, I shouldn't say that. this is like a new subject matter in general that is as of recently being discussed a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, people are being more and more comfortable to kind of speak openly, which is like fucking refreshing, dude. Like the type of fucking content that I'm kind of posting right now, I don't think I'd be able to like post that shit like a year ago, for
Yeah.
example. So dare I say it, man, like it's because of guys like Andrew Tate that people are like that like they gain the courage to kind of speak out a little bit more. The guy was like, you know, fucking extreme, but he did bring up some good points at the same time.
Yeah.
So, you know, just like being politically correct, what does that mean? You just have to go by the narrative. And what is the narrative? I'm not even gonna fucking get into that shit
The
because
thing
it's
about Andrew Tate to me was he I did respect him for putting his opinions out because he wasn't scared of being canceled. He was
yeah,
extreme with it, which I understand why. He was trying to get some clicks. He was trying to get people to look at him. But people like him, people like Joe Rogan, I love Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan doesn't care. And he puts out what he wants to put out. And I think it's people like that that are slowly changing the perceptive of what we can say. And that's what I want to do with this podcast is I don't give a shit what people like. I want to be able to put out what I want to put out. I don't
yeah,
want
dude.
to, I don't want
Fucking
to conform.
freedom of speech, damn it. What the fuck
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah, I don't want to conform to this woke generation.
Dude,
I'm not
fuck
gonna,
whoa.
yeah.
Fuck
And
that shit.
so I want to be able to say what I want to say. And if you don't like it, just click off.
Yeah. You don't like it, suck my fucking dick, man. Listen,
Exactly.
fucking dude, here's the thing, man. I live in Minneapolis, right? This
Uh-huh.
place is fucked. Like it's just like as weird as it gets, like this. I mean, you'll see everything out here. So I have some neighbors, okay? And what they said, we were just kind of like getting into, dabbling into this, you know, politics fucking conversation a little bit. And we were talking about Joe Rogan, okay? I don't know how this topic came up. And he said that he's not a fan of Joe Rogan. I'm like, why? Because he's like, he said he's too far right leaning. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh well, you know, he's like really into like vitamins and like he's anti-vax and he's like talking about all these other alternatives and shit like that. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you telling me you're fucking not into vitamins? Like it was just like you telling me you'd rather fucking get this shit up your ass than like take a vitamin, you know, preferably? Like I don't
Yeah.
get it. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Like just blindly taking some shit that you trust this entity for. And I mean, people just don't have any fucking common sense anymore. They just don't think for themselves. It's just like a fucking puppet, dude. It's just like dancing. I don't know, man. Just the puppeteers, like, do this. And they're like, oh yeah, like this is the way to do it. Yeah, let's all just fucking tell our kids that if they're depressed, they're probably transgender and they should fucking chop their dicks off. Like, what the fuck? Excuse me?
Yeah. And that's what I like about Joe is Joe kind of fighting that and going the natural route, like you said, with the depression and all that shit, because a lot of people are instantly, oh, my kid's this. Well, boom, let's give them hardcore testosterone. Let's give them all these different drugs that are going to completely fuck up their minds that are still developing.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
my thing is,
Like,
if you want to do it whenever you're 18 or 21, when your mind's done developing, almost done developing, go
Go
for
for
it.
it.
But whenever you're
Dude,
4 years old,
the brain doesn't stop developing until you're 25 years old. The
exactly.
fucking prefrontal cortex, do you know what that shit does? It's the rational part of the brain, the decision maker part of the brain. The shit doesn't stop developing until you're 25. You know what fucks that shit up? Even though I love alcohol, fucking alcohol. Like, and I mean, who knows, like, what other substances, like, fuck that up. I mean, maybe weed does, whatever. But you can start getting prescription pills at like a very young age. Who knows what that shit does to your brain,
Yeah. And that's my
So
issue with it is
I mean, I think it's just too weird that, like, when you go to, don't quote me on this, but when a doctor goes to med school for 12 years, it's a 12-year fucking journey. They're only taught that, again, I'm not like super educated on this, but from what I remember, very little about nutrition. And they're just out here like, okay, if you're this way, you got to get this drug, and that's it. And I'm like, fuck me, like, that's the answer now? We just got to give them fucking drugs instead of relying on Mother Nature? Like, I don't know, like, it just seems so backwards to me, bro. Like, I just don't fucking get it.
that
So,
I think that's the issue now is
what?
everybody's trying to fix things with drugs instead of natural things like natural vitamins and even things like therapy. Everybody's getting away from therapy and just getting on these hard drugs, whether it's you're like these kids with that want to be transgender. I mean, if you want to support them, I get it completely. Support them all the way, but throwing them on these hard drugs that are going to change their bodies forever. And there are people nowadays that are 18, 19 years old that are regretting getting on testosterone for the last 10 years.
Yes.
They're regretting, like, I forget what it's called, that takes down your testosterone for the last couple years because you don't know what's going to happen until it's too late. I saw one woman that transitioned from female to male and was taking testosterone for 8 years. And she regretted it because she started losing her hair. Her hairline was receding. And she's like, I wish I never would have did that at such a young age.
Yeah, bro, because I mean, how old was she when she started?
I think she said she was like 10. And now she's 18.
Fucking it. There you go, bro. Like, you don't know shit when you're 10 years old, bro. Or even 18 for that matter. You don't fucking know shit. I'm
Yeah.
not the same man at 18 years old than I am like right now, you know?
Yeah. And
So
that's what I say, support them all the way. If you want to encourage them, that's fine.
Go
But giving
for it.
them these hard drugs that are going to change their mind and their body forever, I don't agree with at all.
dude, the problem is they're promoting the fuck out of this shit, bro. Like, why is this the number one option that they're promoting? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Why the fuck do you have to give them hormones or turn their vaginas inside out or whatever the hell to make them feel better, bro? It doesn't make no damn sense. Like, how is this the option? It's like, it's kind of crazy, bro, like how trending this thing is. Like, people who are, straight are thinking that they're like homosexual now or something, like out of nowhere, bro, because uh we are so easily influenced, man, as a species. We're always looking for guidance, or like some kind of a role model or something. And we look at, let's say, this fucking person or whatever the hell. Let's say they're like a 50-year-old transgender. Oh, they're so happy. I want to be that happy. Boom. There's so many people that just look at that one example of like, okay, I need to fucking be a transgender or something like that. And it's just like, I just am having a very hard time understanding why it's that uh procedure specifically that they are promoting the hell out of,
Yeah.
or that's the answer. Like, why can't it be even just therapy? Which I'm not like a huge fan of therapy, because like I feel like they'll give you false information there too, and they'll like mind fuck you, because obviously the people who are going to therapy are very vulnerable people, and they like, I don't know, have just a rough upbringing or whatever the hell, and they're just vulnerable in general. So I don't know, man. Like, it's very hard for a lot of people to have like mental toughness these days. So, fuck, I don't know, man. We just need Jesus, man. Like, shit. No, that's the only thing I can fucking think of, man. Like, we just need God up in here, bro.
Yeah. It's just strange, man. Like I said, I just don't agree with giving all these drugs and doing all these surgeries on kids. If you want to do it as an adult, you're an adult. Do as you please. It's just messing with the kids is where it pisses me off.
It's the kids, man. It's the kids, and just them promoting this shit out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, hella. The whole statistics of this populate this like, I'm just trying to fucking make sure I don't get fucked with what I'm saying. But this whole, I'm just gonna fucking say it, LGBT community, okay? They are statistically so much more unhappy and more likely to like commit suicide than like any other fucking demographic, dude. Okay. So the whole point of this thing was to be happy, right? Why the fuck are they all killing themselves, bro? What the fuck is this?
There's
Explain.
something that everybody's overlooking that needs to be fixed, and they're not looking at that. There's something going on there.
Shit's fucking rigged, man. It's just planned up, bro. I'm telling you. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, there's something's got to change, and real damn soon before it's too late.
Well, it does look like we're on we're becoming more aware of, or people in general are becoming more aware, bro. Because these guys are like very vulnerable, bro. Like, I mean, they're very vulnerable. People are just very easily influenced nowadays. They have no sense of like family, strong, no family, core family values. Uh, everyone's having like an identity crisis. Why am I here? What am I here for? All that shit, you know?
Yeah.
And people just get confused and unhappy, and they when they don't feel like they have a sense of purpose or self or control over their lives or whatever the hell, they just kind of go down, I feel like, bro. It's a fucking depressing thing, man. And there's a lot of people, I even have friends, man, that they're just like I said, looking the other way, because it's not a hard pill, it's a hard pill to swallow, all this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. A part of me is just like I said, man, I kind of want to say fuck it too, you know? Whatever. I want to focus on gaining muscle and shit. You can just, to each their own, man. Like I said, man, if Jesus, for the, you know, for like the people who really believe it, like in that stuff hardcore, if Jesus can't save you, that, like, I don't know, man. To each their own.
Oh no, I get you. But yeah,
It's difficult living in like a stressful mindset all the time.
yeah.
Right.
And I think a lot of people do need to kind of wake up and open their eyes to see what's happening and focus. I think if we all focus on building ourselves and focus on ourselves, that would help a ton. Because part of it, I think, could be everybody's focused on watching everyone else on their phones. Oh, look at what's happening over here. And it brings everybody down. Oh, well, this is happening in Canada. This is happening in Ukraine. And I think if we quit focusing on the bad in the world, start focusing on making more good, it would help.
Well, that's kind of like ignoring the situation too, which is just as hard to do,
Yeah.
I think. Because that becomes part of the problem, because that just makes it easier for people to do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? And uh it's just the easy way out. So I mean, if there's like a better, way to approach these things, like I would love to know. But right now, all I feel like people can really do is just at this point, just spread awareness, man. Like I said, you're not gonna go around and try and capture all these or just change shit. Because there's like, who the fuck owns like all these media outlets, the Fox News and the CNN and whatever the hell. They're the ones that are gonna really ultimately show you what they want you to see. And people are just gonna basically watch that and resonate with whichever platform and get influenced by that and take things from there. So there's not a lot of open-mindedness going on. There's a lot more followers than there are non-followers.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And I fucking never knew that shit. I'm like, holy shit, like that's crazy. And I mean, I was talking like to my buddy, and he was like, dude, I mean, you can't just change things right now. We're living in a world of sin, okay? And you're not about to just change that shit. And I was just like, yeah, dude, I mean, that's kind of true, man. So just do your best, I guess, man. Shit, fuck it, drink and get drunk so that it's not as painful. I guess I don't know.
Well, back to all the fitness stuff. So what was it, last week? We lost Joe. I
Oh,
saw you post about that.
dude, I fucking cried. Like, because the podcast that I was talking about, actually, Bradley Martin, he was just on that shit like I don't know, like less than 2 weeks ago. It was like a brand new podcast. And then I fucking find out that he's dead now. And oh dude, you gotta fucking watch that podcast, dude. Like, because you have to watch it. What I'm gonna like, because like what I would say to you like would almost not make sense, but it's like conspiracy shit. And he was like, I got 4 fucking shots, right? Joe said that shit. Do you know about that?
I didn't hear about that.
He got 4 shots, bro. And then he got like a plasma cleanse, like where they fucking stick a needle in your arm and then they take that blood and then they put it like through a machine to filter it, to cleanse it or whatever the hell. And even with and then what they found was like shit or whatever, shit for lack of better words, in his blood that like didn't make sense. He's like, dude, what is this stuff like particles or whatever the hell? Fucking what is it, like a week later he's dead from a stroke. That shit like caused a blood clot. And he was just straight up talking about this shit like openly. And he was talking about the controversial conspiracy shit too.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, man. And I was thinking about this while he was on while he was talking on the podcast and stuff. And I'm like, dude, like that's crazy. And then what the fuck? He dies like a week later, bro. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Like this cannot be real. I don't know, man. Hopefully it's just a fucking coincidence because my parents got that shit too.
Yeah. Well, because I was on your live stream whenever you found out.
Oh yeah.
When you were live on TikTok.
Dude, I was like freaking out, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Joe passed, bro? I was tripping balls, man. Because that was my guy. I loved watching his shit. He was
That's
like
how
a
I found
good
out, was
dude and
watching you
everything.
live.
Like, yeah. Yeah, I was in Seattle there on that live.
Yeah.
I had to fucking log off, man. And I went to the backyard and I was like looking up information about him and I started like just fucking getting all emotional and shit. I'm like, dude, you gotta be shitting me. Because I was watching him a lot. It was like losing a brother type of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so who else are you watching in the fitness community?
Dude, I mean, you got Sam Sulik, you got Bradley, Larry Wheels, Lex Little, Alex Eubank. The Trend Twins, I watch a lot.
Uh,
Um, those are probably I watch Shizzy Lifts a lot. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
I don't. Do you watch any of Noel? He was real close to Joe. They
Oh,
all-
no, you talking
Yeah.
about? Yes, yeah, the big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do watch him sometimes. I discovered him on TikTok. I think that's how he got big.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, he's good shit. I mean, it's hard for me to like because obviously he's on the sauce.
Yeah.
So the advice that he gives usually doesn't necessarily apply to people who are natural. So I feel like I'm gonna be like maybe one of those guys, man. Like if anything, that give advice to natural people. I'm like, dude, you gotta work like this fucking hard. You gotta fucking get stronger and stuff like that. Because even though I'm like usually like one of the stronger guys in the gym, like if not the strongest, to be quite honest with you, uh, like I said, compared to those dudes, I ain't shit. So yeah.
Well, I think it would be good to get into that area, get into the natural, because a lot more people that are coming out as natural, I think they're growing quite a bit, and a lot of people are getting away from the non-natural because they realize it's not achievable without doing the steroids, the testosterone, all that kind of stuff.
Well, dude, a lot of people are actually like impressionable as fuck, right? Like, especially these little kids. They think that like it's like I feel like they look at it like it's a fucking vitamin or something, man. Like they're just about to take some whatever the hell, D-ball or whatever, and that they're going to just get big and that it's not a big deal. Their liver, their organs or whatever, it's not gonna they don't really think about any of that shit. So I mean, like I said, really value like longevity and just overall health. And I want to be able to promote like that in the fitness industry. Because there are actually like, like a handful of people who are natural and uh it's like pretty obvious that they're natural, but they still have like good physiques. And like those are the types of guys that I like do respect as well, although they do have like decent genetics, so they can almost compete with unnatural people. So fucking just basically I would like to make people aware that like getting a being able to have a good physique naturally is possible too. You're not gonna be like a big fucking incredible Hulk looking motherfucker, but like you're still going to like look good. You'll still have that like aesthetic V taper, maybe get some good shoulders, small waist, like decent arms and stuff like that. But you won't look like the Incredible Hulk because that's the real difference, like a hulking dude and like just a Greek god looking dude, you
Yeah.
know? So hopefully we can achieve that, man. That's the goal.
That is the goal.
Fucking health, getting healthy, man. we're all it's health and fitness, not like being a big buff motherfucker and then you get a heart attack at 40. You know, like
Trying to not prevent, try not to do that. Boom.
yeah.
And so
We're in this for the long run, man.
Right.
Like, I mean, I talked to some dudes that were like 70 years old and they're not like buff or anything, but they're in good shape and they just work out regularly and they have like a good clean diet and stuff like that. You know, got like a nice woman, they get their nut on sometimes, and that's all you need, man. What else is there? You know, I guess if you want to be like, just there was a quote: "Would you rather live 50 years as, or no, like 40 or 50 years as a lion, or 80 years as a sheep?" And a lot of people are like, "I'd rather live 40 years as a lion." You know, just go all in. To each their own, man.
yeah.
As long as they make people aware that there's risks, like I'm okay with that, I think. But if you're out here like, yeah, you gotta fucking take that shit, like you're a fucking beta and all that shit, they say that stuff too. It's like, dude, you're tripping, man.
Yeah. So with you kind of venturing into the fitness, how are you gonna kind of do that? Are you gonna start posting like more gym videos or workout tips, or how are you gonna kind of venture into that?
I was thinking about taking the thirst trap approach, man. So maybe taking a little bit of Viagra and then just wearing like gray sweatpants and then posting some shit like that. And I'm gonna get a bunch of creepy old dudes in my DMs, but
Hey, start that OnlyFans.
Yeah. Make
dude,
another
I'm
source of income
telling
somehow.
you, just start that fucking OnlyFans, man. I don't know, like,
Shoot, that's what Iron Sanctuary did, and he's making bank
Bank,
off
he is
that.
making bank.
He did the
he has an
thirst trap.
OnlyFans?
Yeah, he did the thirst trap gym stuff, and now he does OnlyFans too.
What a fucking slut.
Apparently, he makes damn good money off that.
Dude, I didn't know that. I'm actually mutuals with him.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Well, I mean, hopefully his wife and kids are okay with that, bro. Like, fuck.
I don't know what he posts on there, but I remember seeing that.
Dude,
And so,
that's great. Hopefully he doesn't post pictures of his butthole.
yeah, I hope
Imagine it
not.
Nah,
looks like
hopefully not.
extremely. Iron Sanctuary, if you're listening to this, man, uh, one advice I can give to you, if you haven't already done it, bleach your butthole.
But yeah, man. Let me see if it's still linked. Yeah, he's still got it linked on his Instagram, his OnlyFans.
No fucking shit. I did
Yeah.
not know he had an OnlyFans.
Yeah, because I remember him starting to get into the kind of the thirst trap stuff, but I remember him announcing that he was starting his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But
I think it started when he started wearing those dresses. When he was like posing in those dresses.
Have you never seen
You've
that?
never seen those?
nah, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they put him on Dexter and the Moon Rocks. They've got the wall of hot tattooed women. Well, they put him on the muscle mommy wall because he flexed real big in a dress. And then he'll wear his wife's leggings.
Fuck?
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You'll have to watch more of his content.
Man, I mean, he's not on my FYP that much, man. Like, I only have like, I don't know, like a certain type of stuff on my FYP, but shit, I'll fucking look it up. Matter of fact, I'll look that shit up right now. Now you got me all curious, man. Now I kind of want to see.
Yeah, Iron
this-
Sanctuary, he's a jack of all trades. He does a little bit of everything.
I loved his transition from the bulk all the way to that cut. He did an awesome job on that.
Yeah. But he does the pro bodybuilding
Bodybuilding.
for shows.
That's crazy. What the fuck? Let's see here.
Learn something new every
yeah.
day.
Dude, I swear, man, he's got a good fucking following on Instagram.
I mean, he's like, write that down, write that down.
Dude. He has like a little what's it called? Thong
Yep.
thing on. He looks like he has a tiny fucking dick.
So that's why you gotta get the Viagra.
I'm looking, man, like what are we working with here? I don't know.
Can I beat him?
Hey man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Iron Sanctuary. I know it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. Fucking shit. No
Yeah, I'm
way.
surprised you never knew that.
I don't fucking look up dudes OnlyFans, man. I'll still follow him though, man. Shit.
Oh yeah, he seems like a
gotta-
good dude. I would love to be able to speak to him. I bet he would be a good one.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I wonder what he's got to say. Shit. I don't see anything. I'm not seeing OnlyFans here.
You don't see it?
I clicked on his.
Yeah, so if you click on there's ironsanctuaryfit.com and one other. You click on the
Oh,
one
yeah,
other,
yeah, yeah.
and then his link tree. If you scroll down, there's OnlyFans.
Oh, wow. What a fucking slut. Sensitive content, 18 and above only.
I've never even looked at it. Let's see.
Damn, bro. I really want to. I'm curious about his butthole now, man. That shit better be bleached, man. Bad for business if it's not bleached. All brown and shit. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yep, he does
Yeah.
sexting, custom videos, follow back on Instagram and TikTok with daily posts of bundles of pictures, videos, and collabs.
Fucking A. That's it. I'm making an OnlyFans. I'm gonna fucking collaborate with him. No homo.
As long as you say no homo, you're good.
Yeah, exactly. No, we're gonna touch buttholes. No homo.
Just start looking at dresses.
Oh fuck, dude. I don't think there's anything that's gonna fit me, man. They're gonna need to make some like quadruple XL shit.
Just wear a muumuu, just cut it a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Sure, man. Whatever. As long as I get my 100 grand, I'm good.
Hey man, paycheck's a paycheck.
That's right.
I know. I'm tired of this paycheck to paycheck shit, man. Dude, I've had friends, man. They're like, dude, you gotta make an OnlyFans, man. I'm like, bro. I've had people like talking to me about that. Apparently, there's a fucking niche for guys that look like me, like kind of buff, hairy motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're called bears.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not a fucking, I'm not a fucking bear, god damn it. Oh my gosh. Fuck, maybe, man. I'll be bare for money, I guess. I don't know.
It depends on the paycheck.
Yeah, exactly.
And
What is it called? Gay for pay?
Hey, you can just pay somebody else to respond to the messages. You never got to see them.
Right.
Yeah, no. No, that might work out. That might work out. Seriously, considering that shit. I feel like everyone's doing some OnlyFans, bro. Damn. I'm like missing out on some serious coin here, it seems like.
Hey, might as well capitalize on it.
Yeah.
You know, man. Yeah, literally. And then invest the money into something good.
Exactly.
So, then I won't feel so guilty.
Your butthole's on the internet forever, but hey, at least you got something.
You invested
for
in
your
something
kids.
great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I would be so fucking disowned by my family. My father would be like, how could you? You dishonor us.
So with your name being that, where are your parents from? Like, what is that, Russian?
Dude, we're
or
all Turkish, man.
Oh, it's
I'm
Turkish.
first generation. Yeah, first generation Turkish.
Okay.
Grandpa came here to the States when when my dad was 10. And fucking the rest is history, man. Just kind of, we all came here slowly, but or they all came here, and then I was born here, you know. So my dad, aunt, uncle came and my grandma came here later on. I guess, when my grandpa had like the funds to fly him out here. And then the rest is history, yeah. That's pretty much it.
Heck yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. So fucking I wish he didn't pick Minnesota, or I wish he didn't pick Minnesota, but it is what it is, man.
Hey, it's got to be better than the desert.
Yeah.
Fucking I wish I was in Las Vegas, man. The desert. That would have been a sweet spot.
That
Dude, I
been
hate
cool.
humidity, bro. I hate humidity. Do you know how far down my balls sag in this fucking weather? They're always stuck to my leg, bro. It's uncomfortable, bro. I can't ride a bike or rollerblade or anything.
Can't wear no shorts anywhere. Got to tuck them into the shoes.
Yeah, no, that's just gonna be out, man. It's like it's gonna be what's it called? Just well, everybody's doing all kinds of shit in public right now, so it might not even be that bad.
Hey man, you may have somebody throw some money at you. Might as well.
Might as well.
Dude, holy shit, there you go. Just go to San Francisco and just start dancing, party boy.
That's what they do in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. Get like a leopard print freaking Speedo.
Yeah.
That's it. Call it a fucking day.
There are a lot of dudes that I've been to Vegas and they'll do that on the strip. And if you take a picture of them or with them, it's like $20 a picture.
Yeah, fuck that. If they're like very attractive, maybe. But I don't know, man. Yeah, no, I remember that, dude. Like I was over there and they got these freaking chicks with the what the fuck is that bird
Feathers
called?
type stuff?
With the fucking colorful feathers and shit.
Yeah.
Peacock.
Yeah.
They got like some peacock feathers and shit like that. And then they're like, you wanna take a picture? And then you take the picture and then they'll be like, that'll be $20. The fuck you talking about, bitch?
And
You
they
didn't
say
anything
each.
about that.
Yep.
Yeah. And then they would say each. Yeah, you better suck my dick. Like, hell no.
That's an extra 20.
Yeah, exactly. No, now it's fair that I'm letting you suck my dick with your fucking AIDS lips.
But man, it's right at about an hour. I guess we can let you go. I don't want to take up too much more of your time.
All right, man. Sounds good.
But
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man. It meant a lot that you came on.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Hey, when can I expect this to be live?
So this will come out next Monday, and so that'll be the 24th.
Okay.
And it'll be live on YouTube under Clocked Out Chronicles. I can shoot you the link, and then it'll also be on Spotify.
Do you do clips at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so after it comes out, I'll post clips throughout the week. I may post one or two beforehand just to get people excited about it, but I do post clips throughout it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Do the most crazy clips you got, man. The most controversial shit that I can do about like sucking dick and pussy and ass and all that shit.
I'll do it. Well, man, I really do appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
And you said all your ats are at Gerk the Turk on all social medias?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Said that so
And
confidently.
All right, Danny. Till next time, guys.
Hey, guys. Hey, man, I appreciate it a lot.
Thank
You have
you.
a good rest of your night.
You too, bro.
All right.
See ya.